Hi everyone, welcome to Provisual Tutorials. In this video, I'll show you how you can place and showcase your design using Provisual and 3D mockups. I'll also explain why this is an important and, very often, an overlooked part of selling your design to a client. The process I'm going to show will help you save a lot of time. And as you know, time is the most critical asset not only for you, but also for business owners. So say goodbye to the never-ending revisions and instead, spend your free time exploring the 3D mockups and uplifting your presentations. In this video, I'm going to use a pre-designed beverage brand, which includes a brand logo, color palettes, and various shapes. Time to open a 3D mockup in Provisual to showcase your design in action and give your client a real idea of how their branding will look on the apparel, packaging, transport, devices, and on many other interesting objects. Let's see how you can implement your creative ideas with 3D mockups. Let's navigate to the 3D models section and select an object for our tutorial. The library contains a vast variety of high-quality 3D mockups, and it gets updated weekly. In this tutorial, we will learn how to customize the 3D mockup of Aluminium Bottle. This is the one. Let's create a new project. On the left side of the window that has just opened, you can see the panel with scenes. Here you can create new variations of the 3D mockup, each with different design, materials, and environment settings. You will be able to add the new ones and delete the ones you don't need. Below, in the scene elements, we see the structure of the 3D model, where all separate elements are grouped into the folders. On the right side of the screen, you can see the design layers, where you can add your design and work with each design layer separately. Below, you can find the panel with the setup of the material you select. At the bottom of the viewing window, there is a toolbar which you can use to perform quick actions with the 3D model, some of which we will cover in this tutorial. To see more useful features and possibilities of Provisual, you can go to the Tutorials panel by clicking on the corresponding icon at the lowermost toolbar. Here's how the default setup of our Aluminium Bottle 3D model looks like. Let's change the lighting of the 3D model. We can do it through the Environment tab. Here we can change the position of light sources horizontally and vertically, as well as to adjust the intensity and the color of lighting. You can also change the lighting by selecting a different HDRI map from Provisual's extensive gallery. Let's find the HDRI map for our project. I think this one is exactly what we need. Now I'm going to add the unique design to the bottle. To add the design, click on the Add Design button on the Design Layers panel. You can also download a UV map and create your design layout in another editor. I've prepared a few design elements. Let's add the first one. In this window, we see the editor, where we can move and modify our design. Here on the left, the position of our design on the 3D model is always displayed in real time. It's amazing how easy it is in Provisual. Let's reset the coordinates and save the project. Now let's zoom in the model and change the material of the design we have just applied. I'm going to select a different material in the Materials gallery that opens in the Material settings. In the Paper section, I found this carton. Let's go for it. Next, in the settings, we will set up the material and we'll make it more voluminous. Now let's add our logo to the label, clicking again on the Add Design button at the Design Layers panel. Looks great. Let's save it. Let's set up the design layer the same way. In the Materials gallery, I'm going to select the material I like. This one looks interesting. Then I'm going to adjust this material. I'd like the design layer to be more glossy to highlight the relief of the material. Provisual has this wonderful bevel feature that can help us create voluminous elements. Let's give it a shot. This design is quite unique, and I really like it. Fantastic. The label really stands out. Next up, I'm going to set up the bottle's material. On the design panel, select the background layer to make it active. Then I'm going to change the material's color. You can either select or customize the color using the color palette, or enter the color code manually, like this. Finalizing this material. Now let's open the settings of the cap. I'd love to change color of it, and apply some tweaks to the material as well. Okay, we have set up all the materials of our bottle and applied our design to it. To complete the art presentation that we will show to the client, we need to add a nice background. We have lots of pre-made background options in Provisual. We can choose a solid fill as the background, or we can go for a gradient fill. Here we can select the colors and also set the direction of the fill linear or radial. You can also pick one of the pre-designed backgrounds that we've prepared for you. Or add your own image. Let's add one. Excellent. If you think that you need to change the lighting of the 3D mock-up, you can definitely do that. I'll add a bit of color to the spotlight and will enhance the bottle's contour with the rim light. In Provisual, you can turn on moving lights and rotate the 3D model to see how the design looks in motion. Save your clients money by using Provisual. You achieve this as you visually demonstrate how your design and client's product will look in real life before even printing it, posting it on social media, or other online platforms. Thanks to Provisual, you provide your client with a visual representation of your design and confidence in the decisions made. One more reason I like working with Provisual is that I can quickly suggest the diversity of the design options or additional materials for a brand and then sell them to the client. Saving the project. After you've completed your design, you can share it with everyone by clicking the Share button. You'll get a shareable link to open the interactive viewer with your 3D model. Share it with colleagues, friends, or clients. And that's the end of our tutorial on designing Aluminium Bottle 3D Mockup. We hope this has been helpful for you. See you in the upcoming tutorials.